Hi everyone, and this is day 8 of the hardest questions challenge. Today we've got a geometrical problem from 2018. So have a little look at the question. We've got a set of axes there, x and y. We've got 4 identical squares. The sides of the squares are parallel to both axes, x and y. And we're given the two kind of endpoints, if you like. A is at 6, 7. And B is at 38, 36. So 6, 7 and 38, 36. And we've got to find the coordinates of this point C. Okay, so there is a really key in to this question. And it involves looking at carefully at how the squares are arranged. Now if you look across, as we go across, in other words, look at how the x values vary. That's what we're doing. Look at this. There's no overlap at all as we move along in x. In other words, if we took the difference between 38 here, the x coordinate of B, and the x coordinate of A, which is 6, we can see the difference between the two is shared equally between 1, 2, 3, 4 sides of each square. So based on that, we can work out the width of each square, okay? Which is obviously going to be the same as the height, but let's just look at that. So the difference in x is 38 at B minus 6. So 38 minus 6 is obviously 32. Now this width of 32 units is shared equally between each of those 4 squares. So each square will be 32 divided by 4 units wide. In other words, 8 units is going to be the length or width of the square. Okay, so therefore we can work out the x coordinate of C. So C will have an x coordinate which is 6, the starting point here, the starting x, plus 8 plus another 8, and that will put us bang in line with the point C. So 6 plus 8 plus 8, or double 8 is 16, plus 6 is 22. So the x coordinate of C is 22. Okay, so you got some marks. The tricky bit is working out for the corresponding value of y, because there's an overlap, and you can see that you go up a square. So start here with the point 7. So we're going, so 7, we're up 7 on the y-axis. We go up another 8. We go up another 8. Oh, but hang on, we've gone past this point C. So there's several ways of doing this. Now here's probably the easiest one, right? So if we know that we're going to go from 7, if we assume that there is no overlap, okay, and then we look at the y value of B. So assume there's no overlap. So 7, let's do the y's in a different color. Actually, that might be that's a good idea. So the y here is 7. So plus 8, plus another 8. Imagine there's no overlap, so plus another 8, plus another 8. So 7 plus effectively 4 steps of 8. So 4 times 8, right? 4 8s are 32. 32 plus 7 is 39. So our y value here, however, is 36. So we know from here, right? So we've gone up 7 plus 7, right? We must have dropped this square down by 3, okay? So therefore, if the side of the square is 8, this distance here must be 5, okay? So look, so what I'm saying here is, imagine these squares were, vertex to vertex. this square here must have dropped down by 3 units, because otherwise we'd expect its y value to be up at 39. It's not, it's 36, so it's dropped down by 3. If this part here is 3, this part here must be 5. So therefore, if we have a value of 7, the starting point of A, 7 plus 8 plus 5 must be the correct y coordinate of the point C. So 7 plus 8 plus 5, or 7, 8 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So therefore your value of C, both coordinates, will be 22 for x and 20 for y. There's your point C.